Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another analysis, but this time we are looking at one of the mid-season draftees prospects going into tonight's draft, which is set to take place at 6:30. We will be doing a watch-along if you want to be a part of that. Rod Alley is one of the more prospective or long-term sort of options in this pool of mid-season draftees if we are looking to take someone like that. We have two spots available. We've put Harvey Harrison on the long-term injury list, which is unfortunate for him, meaning he'll miss the remainder of this year, but hopefully it means for a prosperous career thereafter moving forward in 2026 and beyond. But it does leave two spots open, and we know the talk of the town has been Joshua Brown and Riley Mason, and then there's another one in Archie May, I believe. Now, if I had to guess, right, if I had to guess based on what I've seen, watching a lot of Riley Mason, a lot of Josh Brown, and watching Rod Alley through this video, through the VFL game he played in, I think in the end, my guess would be we go for Josh Brown because you can never have too many inside/outside midfielders. He was brought to Collingwood as a winger via initially the Waffle and then Williamstown. So he's still learning his midfield craft. So I think there's a little bit of ceiling there for him to grow. With Riley Mason, he's had a good year. If we don't take him, I'm mindful, does another club poach him? That's probably the only thing that has me, concerned as to whether we should go for him. Because if we go for a Rod Alley and a Josh Brown, maybe we can look at Riley Mason at the start of next year if he is to nominate through the national draft, or if we get him through the preseason supplementary period. I just think right now with our forwards available and Charlie West just blooming into a generational talent almost, I don't want to use that word freely and term, I think we're good for now in that key forward domain. So that's why I think we go for a Josh Brown. And then you'll see in this video exactly why I like Rod Alley. He's an overager playing for the Eastern Rangers. He's played one game for Collingwood's VFL Pies. So we're definitely interested in Rod Alley as a long-term prospect. And I think we've done quite well with them. I mean, this guy's got a basketball background, so he ticks the box there. Mason Cox, Scott Pendlebury. You've got Will Parker, who's done well coming from a cricketing background. So we do quite well with these players. And the thing about these players is they don't have, especially Rod Alley, doesn't have massive accolades in his footy. Just he hasn't played a bunch of footy. So there's so much scope for growth there, which I think that really intrigues the selection, the recruitment group at Collingwood in, your Lepers, your Shane O'Brees and whatnot. So enough talk. We've spoken for how long we've been speaking for 3 minutes. We haven't even watched this video yet. Let's get going. So this is against Western Jets. So this is the team that playing against the team that Thomas McGuan plays for. So 11 disposals, 7 marks, 8 spoils. And thank you to Footy Stuff for putting together this great work of the highlights footage. Very well done. Comes from a long way back there, I must say. So let's get the ball rolling on this conversation. So this is obviously this is clearly a very congested pack, and he's from here. He's in the behind position there, and somehow manages to read it best than anyone in that group, and gets the intercept mark there. Long arms, very athletic, and seems quite smart. Little follow up work there. Basketball players that don't tend to get too flustered within the midst of the packs. So in these situations, they're not going to blaze away. They're going to find that hand pass within the tight area. All right. So this is actually a really nice play here. So he applies the tackle, keeps his feet, and he does some great follow-up. He actually ends up getting the ball back here, I believe. No? Maybe, yes, he does. So they get the free kick against. He reads this, nearly takes the mark, shakes off the tackle, and hits the hand pass. A great contested possession. So just little signs like that. Why wouldn't you want to take a bet on someone like Rod Alley with limited footy experience, and he's already showing that at this level? Wow. Reads this, comes off his man. So let's run this back. because this is really this is an IQ play, isn't it? So forward's running here. However, this guy's already made his mind up. So if you read where that ball is already going there, you can see this guy is leading to the space right here. And then I think Rod Ali, just right now, he's taking that right step to pivot this way because he's read that the ball is going here. The forward continues to run. Ali's read it. He's off to come and impact this play. Comes off it. Drops it, but it's the read that matters the most in that situation. Stays outside to give an option. Closing speed's really good. So I think he's like 186. So he reminds me of a Jeremy Howe in a sense. He's not key tall size, but he can play tall because of his athleticism. Another mark coming from behind as well. Can't see the Pies not taking this kid. Coming from behind. He shouldn't be able to do that. Pay the mark, of course. All right. Does just enough there, I guess. They pay the mark. Okay, that's fine. Not going to win them all, are you? Little 1%er there. Follow-up work. Applies a tackle. Pretty good. Where does he come from here? From way back. Do they pay the mark there? Fuck, he does well. Does well to come back from where he was there. He actually, to be fair here, I feel like his hand was being held as well. Look at that. And he's slightly impeded. This, as he gains more experience, will go more towards the boundary rather than a soft drop here. But I think he was being held for sure, which sort of throws him off. Positive signs though. Strong contest there, keeps his feet and gets it out, does just enough. Beautiful. Unlucky there, obviously. Look, the thing is, right, he's trying to take every mark. And at this level where the consequence isn't too dear, I think you encourage that. You get to a certain point, though, once you play AFL and VFL level, you got to make a decision. Should I be marking this or should I be spoiling this? Because there's going to be times where your own players jump into you in the air, and that's going to heavily affect. Hey, I know playing as a goalkeeper, there's times where I've gone up for a ball. I'm like, yeah, this is an easy catch for me, an easy mark, if you want to call it. And one of my players gets in the way. So I knock into him and then I knock the ball over and then it's an easy tap in because of my soft drop. So the same applies here. A lot of deep entries by Western Jets here, one-on-ones. But Rod does the job. What a name as well, Rod Ali. Pressure, good pressure. Find he keeps his feet quite a bit. I hope he doesn't jinx me here. Takes a mark. Pretty laconic kicking style as well. He's pretty chill. He's pretty relaxed with it. Keeps the ball moving, switching side to side. Don't mind it. Pretty simple. Comes from a long way back again. Keeps his feet. Have you noticed he's keeping his feet in most of these aerial contests as well? So gives himself a chance. Even if he doesn't take the mark initially, he's there to bounce back. Mark. Okay, does he look inside? And again, once you get more experience, maybe he sees this. This probably isn't on here, but this we don't have the luxury of being able to see what's over here, but you can assume by this guy's reaction, he thinks he's pretty open. Okay. Just go in, long entry, really long entry, kicks it to a 2-on-1. So there you go. That's why you don't always want those kicks. Well done. Jesus. This kid's good. He's good, guys. And provides an option. Safe kick. We don't need anything more than that after what you've done. You've given the possession back to our team by way of that intercept mark. Jeez. does well from back position just to get that out. Keeps his feet. He's still in the contest. Keeps his feet again. Again. Good. Good signs. Good balance. What else have you got for us? And they're demolishing the Western Jets, by the way. It's a shame Tommy McGuire doesn't play for the best Coates talent team, but it is what it is, right? Well done. That's class. So this ball was not in his favour. So this is going at the back. His forward's got prime position. And look, this is a soft drop, but these are one of the situations where you say, well, you've got two players front and center. No one else, the other players from the other side are not near it. Probably a free kick, by the way. He's got two players on his ass. I like it. Last highlight, what does he finish with? An intercept mark. That's a mark, by the way. I don't care what the umpire thinks there. That's a mark. As if. Anyways, thank you to Footy Stuff for putting that together. Some great work. You can see his details there if you want to reach out to him. But that is, it's just raw talent. I think in the mid-season draft, with the luck we've had, I think we try him out, put him in the VFL straight away, get him a half a year in there and see what he can do. Mate, the kid's got quality, he's got talent, comes from a different sporting background. He brings knowledge from there, and he's looking to translate that into what AFL demands. So I think there's a real pathway there for Rod Alley. Like I said, I'd go Rod Alley and Josh Brown with those two spots. Graduate someone in the VFL Pies squad in Josh Brown. Bring a real prospect in like Rod Alley via the Coates Talent League. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go Pies.